Welcome, people of planet Earth and all planets beyond. Thank you guys so much for watching. My name is Josh, and welcome to Heat Check. This is our weekly review of the highest selling vintage t-shirts on eBay over the last 7 days. So let's take a look at the list. So last Tuesday's vintage Levi's Heat Check, there was a lot of big sales, and there are a lot of big sales this week as well when it comes to vintage t-shirts. In fact, every t-shirt on this list sold for over $1,000, which is a little bit, quite a bit more than normal. It's quite a bit more higher, much higher average than normal. Now, the highest selling t-shirt isn't that crazy, but the number of high selling t-shirts in the thousands is pretty strange. And pretty surprising, I guess, for this time of year and with this sort of the economy and whatever they're talking about. But anyway, this list is pretty cool. There's a lot of good t-shirts on it, so hope you enjoy it. Just so you know, the way this works is I do as much research as I can to try to sort out which t-shirts were real legit sales and which ones were not, which ones were shill bids, stuff like that. See if there's any tomfoolery going on and try to eliminate those from the list. And these are the top 10 that I found this week. So at number 10, we have a Metallica 1980s tour early version of the Metal Up Your Ass t-shirt. This t-shirt is a pretty famous t-shirt, pretty well recognized t-shirt, and it's certainly an earlier version or some sort of unusual version. Typically this is a little bit there's a little bit more going on, but this quite possibly certainly could be just the early version. Like I said, I don't authenticate these t-shirts as we go. We only look at what has sold and what appears to have actually been paid for. So I'm going to assume this is all authentic and above board. They don't really give us a good picture of the tag, so it's a little iffy there. But the general construction certainly looks like a sort of mid-80s t-shirt. You know, it's slim, it looks smaller. Looks like we have single stitch, and the fabric looks for about right too, for like a 50-50 print of some sort. So either way, this one is number 10, and it comes in at $999.98 plus shipping. So putting it over the $1,000 mark for the first t-shirt. That's quite a sale. So they only go up from here. Next, we have this vintage Bolt Master War Master 1991 tour. This t-shirt is, first of all, super dope. And I love Bolt Thrower. Was a big Bolt Thrower fan when I was younger. I would so love to have this t-shirt. This thing looks just basically dead stock. I mean, I don't see anything here as far as issues are concerned. In fact, I might be concerned that there's a dry rot issue because it doesn't appear to really have ever been worn or washed. So it's super dark, super crispy. What an incredible t-shirt for sure. Definitely one of the best t-shirts on this list, in my opinion. But this one sold for $1,000 plus shipping, so they got their asking price, and it's, in my opinion, certainly deserves it. This is one of the coolest t-shirts on this list. Next up at number 8, we have this 90s dead stock Third Base MC Unity World Tour tee. I will admit this one's a little suspicious. This is on a jersey's tag, size large, good size. But man, you're not going to give me any photos. This was sold by the Beverly Hills Jewelers, which clearly have a pretty good feedback rating, so I'm not sure they're sitting here trying to rip anybody off. But if you look up here, right here, there is there's another one of these t-shirts for $222. It's the exact same thing. In fact, this one has much better pictures. We'll show you that real fast. Has much better pictures and shows you the back hit. So I am a little suspicious of this sale, going for such a large amount of money relative to the other one that was available. That's just a little suspicious. It says 6 sold, so they maybe had a whole case full of them dead stock, and they came in. They've been selling them since then. Looks like they mostly just had large. So I don't really know about that, but this seems like a pretty significantly high price. But it does appear to have been sold. They do have 6 other sales, so we're going to assume this is a true price, and it did sell for $1,000.75. So pretty incredible. Next up, we have this 1990s Coolio, See You When You Get Here there, single stitch hip hop tour tee. This is clearly a bootleg. You can see how the, but it's like a parking lot bootleg. You can see how the graphic is like way off the center of the T-shirt. This back hit is super like at an angle. Very very evident of a T-shirt that was made in the parking lot. But it appears to be an authentic version of that. So in pretty good condition. Definitely a dope T-shirt. It looks like this might be like some sort of staining or discoloration across here. I don't think it's any sort of photo, photo artifact. But super cool T-shirt. It sold for the price of $1,150. So pretty dope T-shirt for sure. Then we have one of my favorite T-shirts on this list, and it's this rare, vintage, new old stock Mickey Mouse Runaway Brain T-shirt from Disney Store. This thing is incredible. Look at this. We got Disney. We got Mickey Mouse, and the Disney tag right up there. But here's the back hit, and it's a Runaway Brain. It's the crazed Mickey Mouse. I mean, this T-shirt is super rare, but incredibly dope. I believe it is single stitched as well. Kind of hard to tell. A lot of pictures of the back. Yeah, looks single stitched to me. Super dope tee, incredible tee. This was sold for the price of $1,200 with 53 bids. I believe there were 15 people trying to get their hands on this T-shirt. Definitely a super dope tee, rare tee. Definitely worth the $1,200 in my opinion. Now we have the ultimate repeater on this list, and that is Nirvana. Nirvana's always on this list, it seems like, and this won't be the last we see of Nirvana. But this is the In Utero T-shirt on the giant tag, single stitch, XL, which is a great size. Definitely contributes to its price. We've seen this T-shirt a number of times before on this list, and it always is in the upper end of the list, and deserves to be so because it is a really dope tee. One of the cooler ones in my opinion. But this one sold for $1,249.99 plus shipping. All right, at number 4 we have the Wu-Tang Clan Glaciers of Ice Rap Tour tee. We actually saw this T-shirt last week, I believe. So this is a repeat, but this isn't the same T-shirt, at least doesn't appear to be. This T-shirt's actually being sold out of Ukraine. We see a lot of stuff coming out of Ukraine these days on this list. Admittedly, that does give me some suspicion, but as far as I can tell, all of the boxes are checked on this being a legit sale. It does appear to have been sold and paid for. It does appear that you actually have a picture of the person wearing it. He does have other higher end items on his eBay store, so I can't see anything particularly wrong with this situation. This is not the exact tee that sold previous, so I just double checked that it wasn't just like someone stealing pictures. It does appear that this T-shirt does exist and was sold for the price of $1,299 plus shipping. Obviously, coming out of Ukraine, there may be some delays. I really don't necessarily know what situation shipping is like there. I'm assuming these guys are on the western side of Ukraine, but still, dope tee. Appears to be legit. I can't necessarily speak for authentication per se, but it does fit the other T-shirts that have sold. This did sell for quite a bit less than the previous T-shirt sold. The last T-shirt, I believe, sold for $1,800. This one sold for $1,300. Obviously, if it's coming from Ukraine and there's delays, that might have contributed to the decrease in price. Now, next up at number 3, we have this vintage TLC Creep Rap Tour tee. It's probably one of those parking lot boots, probably, but I could be wrong. This thing looks great. I've seen a couple other of these being sold out there on the market or having been sold before. This is sort of an appropriate price for this T-shirt. I definitely got that parking lot boot vibe. It's in a double XL, which I believe it does. 25 pit to pit. So this size definitely contributes to its value. This is probably a pretty hard size to come by, all things considered. and it's in great condition. I mean, it looks like the printing looks fantastic for its age. Definitely got the vibe from the sort of made in Panama stuff. Some of these parking lot boots had really cheap T-shirts, so you didn't often get a lot of the made in USA stuff on these tees. But man, the back looks incredibly good, super well intact, almost suspiciously so. But as far as I can tell, everything looks good. Vagabond Vintage is a well-known and reputable seller. They just sell for $1,300 with 3 bids, a couple bidders. Dope tee for sure. At number 2, we have this rare 1993 The Bodyguard movie promo tee. So movie promo tees are back on the list. Love to see it. Great t-shirt. This thing looks incredible. Looks pretty thin for sure. I've got the Warner Brothers down there. Warner Brothers Home Video. Got to find more of these types of tees. I'm telling you, these are dope. We actually have on a Warner Brothers Home Video tag, which you don't see very often, that's for sure. Everything about this looks legit. I mean, it's an incredible t-shirt. Would love to find a few more t-shirts. I'd love to find like a conspiracy theory t-shirt. That'd be dope if they have one. But this one sold all the way from Wellington, New Zealand. So this thing is coming around the world probably to whoever bought it. They did pay $1,999.99 plus shipping for this t-shirt. But in a size XL and a t-shirt this rare, that makes a lot of sense. Incredible t-shirt here. Now, before we get to number 1, let us know how you're enjoying these videos in the comments below. We do want to remind you that we have another heat check on Tuesdays where we go over vintage Levi's, and I did want to invite all of you to join our Discord, and the link in the description below. Come hang out, talk about thrifting, talk about vintage, talk about reselling, all that stuff. We have a great little community that we're sort of building up there, so we look forward to seeing you there. Now at number 1, yes, you guessed it, it's Nirvana, the heart-shaped box tour tee. This t-shirt is the ultimate repeater, the ultimate repeater on the number 1 on this list. It always seems to make it on the list every couple of weeks at least. Sometimes it takes up 2 or 3 spots. I know it's getting a little bit boring seeing this Nirvana tee on the top all the time, and you know, hopefully we'll find some more variety here in the future. But this t-shirt is still dominant. It's still probably the number 1 vintage t-shirt on the planet in terms of you know, sales volume and price combined. It's a beautiful shirt, and there's not a whole lot more I can say about it that I haven't already said. It's a great shirt. This seller claims to have bought it in 94 or 95. It was too big for me, put it in his closet. Maybe that's true, maybe it's not. But they did sell this t-shirt for $2,200 with free shipping. And that's a pretty good sort of average price for that right about now. Maybe a little tad on the low side, but not by too much. Definitely a good t-shirt, and definitely a good sale for whoever had this just sitting in their closet for so many years. Alright, so that was the list, and yes, Nirvana again wins again. I think this is like the 3rd or 4th time they've won. They've been on the top of the sales, but it is one of the most popular t-shirts on the planet as far as the vintage community is concerned. But still some other dope t-shirts on the list, and so I hope you enjoyed that. Thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.